The rise of DIY brain stimulation, exploring efficacy, safety, and ethical concerns. In recent years, the field of neuroscience has witnessed a fascinating and somewhat controversial trend: the rise of do-it-yourself, DIY brain stimulation. This phenomenon, driven by advances in neurotechnology and a growing public interest in cognitive enhancement and mental health treatment, has sparked intense debate within the scientific community and beyond. At the forefront of this movement is transcranial direct current stimulation, tDCS, a non-invasive technique that uses low-intensity electrical currents to modulate brain activity. Understanding tDCS and its appeal, transcranial direct current stimulation works by applying a weak electrical current to specific areas of the brain through electrodes placed on the scalp. The technique is believed to alter the excitability of neurons, potentially influencing cognitive functions, mood, and various neurological processes. Unlike more invasive forms of brain stimulation, tDCS is relatively simple to administer, which has contributed to its growing popularity among DIY enthusiasts. The appeal of tDCS lies in its potential to address a wide range of conditions, including 1. Depression, 2. Anxiety disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, 4. Chronic pain, 5. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, 6. Cognitive enhancement in healthy individuals. Moreover, the accessibility and relatively low cost of DIY tDCS devices have made them an attractive option for those seeking alternative treatments or cognitive boosts outside traditional medical settings. The regulatory landscape. One of the most significant challenges surrounding DIY brain stimulation is the current regulatory environment. In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has yet to grant full approval to any at-home brain stimulation devices for medical use. This lack of formal regulation has created a gray area in which many tDCS devices are marketed. 1. Breakthrough Device Designation. A few companies have received Breakthrough Device Designation from the FDA, which fast-tracks the review process for promising medical technologies. However, this is not equivalent to full approval. 2. Non-medical marketing. Many companies skirt medical device regulations by marketing their products as non-medical cognitive enhancement tools, similar to how dietary supplements are sold. 3. Online availability. The regulatory ambiguity has led to a proliferation of tDCS devices available for purchase online, often without any requirement for medical supervision or prescription. This regulatory gap has raised concerns among healthcare professionals and ethicists about the potential risks of unsupervised use and the lack of quality control in device manufacturing. Research findings. A mixed picture. The scientific community's understanding of tDCS efficacy is still evolving, with studies producing mixed results across various applications. Depression treatment. A large-scale randomized trial involving over 200 participants found no significant difference in efficacy between at-home tDCS and sham tDCS for depressive symptoms. This study, while not showing clear benefits, did not uncover any unexpected safety issues. Conversely, a study published in Brain Stimulation showed that older adults receiving active tDCS experienced greater reductions in depressive and anxiety symptoms compared to a sham group. PTSD management. A small study of 8 participants, published in Sage Open Medicine, suggested that adjuvant tDCS could be beneficial for patients with refractory PTSD. A randomized trial of 54 veterans demonstrated the effectiveness of tDCS combined with virtual reality therapy for combat-related PTSD. Cognitive enhancement. Research on tDCS for cognitive enhancement in healthy individuals has shown promise in areas such as working memory and attention, but results have been inconsistent across studies. Pain management. Several studies have indicated potential benefits of tDCS in managing chronic pain conditions, though more research is needed to establish optimal treatment protocols. ADHD treatment. Preliminary research has shown encouraging results for tDCS in managing adult ADHD symptoms, particularly when combined with cognitive training. The variability in these findings underscores the need for larger, more rigorous clinical trials to establish the true efficacy of tDCS across different applications. Researchers emphasize that factors such as electrode placement, current intensity, and individual brain differences may all play crucial roles in treatment outcomes, safety considerations, and potential risks. While tDCS is generally considered a low-risk intervention when used as intended, several safety concerns have emerged, particularly in the context of unsupervised at-home use. 1. Skin irritation and burns. Improper electrode placement or extended use can lead to skin irritation or, in rare cases, burns at the electrode sites. 2. Cognitive side effect. In rare instances, tDCS use has been associated with the onset of manic episodes in individuals with bipolar disorder or a predisposition to mania. 4. Interaction with medications. The effects of tDCS may be influenced by or interact with various medications, particularly those affecting neurological function. 5. Long-term effects. The long-term consequences of regular tDCS use, especially in developing brains, remain largely unknown. 6. DIY device risks. Homemade or improperly manufactured devices carry additional risks, including potential for electrical mishaps or unintended current strengths. These safety concerns are amplified in the DIY context, where users may lack the knowledge or guidance to mitigate risks effectively. Clinical perspectives and recommendations. Healthcare professionals, while recognizing the potential of tDCS, emphasize the importance of clinical oversight in its application. Key recommendations from experts in the field include: 1. Patient screening. Clinicians should inquire about patients' use of brain stimulation devices as part of routine mental health assessments. 2. Structured monitoring. For patients using tDCS, setting up systematic evaluations of efficacy and adverse events is crucial. 3. Education and guidance. Providing patients with accurate information about proper usage, potential risks, and realistic expectations is essential. 4. Integration with existing treatments. When appropriate, clinicians should consider how tDCS might complement or interact with other ongoing treatments. 5. Individualized approach. Recognizing that tDCS effects may vary significantly between individuals, treatment plans should be tailored to each patient's specific needs and responses. 6. Encouraging professional supervision. While acknowledging the reality of DIY use, clinicians should emphasize the benefits of professional oversight and discourage unsupervised experimentation. Ethical considerations in the age of DIY neurotechnology. The proliferation of DIY brain stimulation raises a host of ethical questions that extend beyond immediate safety concerns. 1. Equity and access. Healthcare disparities. Could the availability of DIY neurotechnology exacerbate existing inequalities in healthcare access? Those with financial means might have greater access to potentially beneficial treatments. Information gap. There's a risk that only individuals with higher scientific literacy or access to expert knowledge will be able to use these technologies effectively and safely. 2. Cognitive liberty and enhancement. Coercion and pressure. As brain stimulation technologies become more widespread, individuals might feel pressured to use them to remain competitive in academic or professional settings, similar to concerns about cognitive-enhancing drugs. Defining normal. Cognition. The increasing use of cognitive enhancement technologies blurs the line between treatment and enhancement, raising questions about what constitutes normal cognitive function. 3. Informed consent and self-experimentation. Understanding risks. Given the complex nature of neuroscience, can DIY users truly give informed consent to self-administered brain stimulation? Data collection and privacy. As more people use these devices, questions arise about the collection and use of neurological data, especially if devices are connected to smartphone apps or the internet. 4. Regulation and oversight. Balancing innovation and safety. How can regulatory frameworks evolve to protect consumers without stifling innovation in neurotechnology? Global inconsistencies. The lack of international consensus on regulating these devices creates challenges in a globally connected market. 5. Professional ethics for healthcare providers. Duty of care. How should healthcare professionals respond to patients who are using or considering DIY brain stimulation? Off-label recommendations. Is it ethical for clinicians to suggest off-label use of tDCS devices, given the limited FDA approval? The path forward. Integrating DIY neurotechnology into healthcare. As DIY brain stimulation continues to gain popularity, the medical and scientific communities face the challenge of adapting to this new reality. Several key areas require attention. 1. Research priorities. Large-scale clinical trials. Conducting comprehensive, well-designed studies to definitively assess the efficacy and safety of tDCS across various applications. Long-term effects. Investigating the long-term impacts of regular tDCS use on brain function and overall health. Optimizing protocols. Developing standardized protocols for electrode placement, current intensity, and treatment duration to maximize benefits and minimize risks. 2. Regulatory framework development. Updating classifications. Regulatory bodies need to create new categories that accommodate the unique nature of consumer neurotechnology. Quality control standards. Establishing clear standards for the manufacturing and testing of DIY brain stimulation devices. Consumer protection. Implementing measures to ensure accurate marketing claims and adequate safety warnings for these products. 3. Medical education and training, curriculum updates. Incorporating information about neurotechnology and DIY brain stimulation into medical school curricula and continuing education programs. Clinical guidelines. Professional organizations should develop guidelines for healthcare providers on how to address and manage patients using DIY neurotechnology. 4. Public education and awareness. Accessible information. Creating reliable, easy-to-understand resources for the public about the potential benefits and risks of brain stimulation. Media responsibility. Encouraging responsible reporting on neurotechnology to prevent hype and misinformation. 5. Ethical framework development. Neuroethics committees. Establishing dedicated neuroethics committees to address the unique ethical challenges posed by advancing neurotechnology. Policy development. Creating policies that address issues of cognitive enhancement in educational and professional settings. Conclusion. Navigating the future of DIY neurotechnology. The rise of DIY brain stimulation represents a significant shift in how individuals approach cognitive enhancement and mental health treatment. While it offers exciting possibilities for personalized medicine and cognitive optimization, it also presents substantial challenges in terms of safety, efficacy, and ethical considerations. As we move forward, a balanced approach is crucial. We must foster innovation and explore the potential benefits of these technologies while simultaneously developing robust safeguards to protect public health and individual rights. This will require ongoing collaboration between neuroscientists, clinicians, ethicists, policymakers, and the public. Ultimately, the goal should be to harness the potential of neurotechnology in a way that enhances human well-being and cognition while mitigating risks and addressing ethical concerns. As DIY brain stimulation continues to evolve, it will undoubtedly play a significant role in shaping the future of mental health treatment and cognitive enhancement, making it imperative that we approach this frontier with both enthusiasm and caution.